Okay. Hi. So today we will be doing the topic of consumers equilibrium. So first of all, we need to understand this term. What do you mean by consumers equilibrium? In economics, we talk about three equilibriums. One is consumers equilibrium, producers equilibrium, and the third one is market equilibrium. Now, as we already know that consumer is the person who uses up the utility value of a good to satisfy his want. So, but of course, his aim will be to maximize his satisfaction. Similarly, producer is the person who creates utility for the generation of income. So, his aim will be maximizing his profit. So we'll be talking about two equilibriums. One is consumer equilibrium, another one is producer equilibrium. So consumer equilibrium is the situation where consumer gets the maximum satisfaction, and producer's equilibrium where he gets the maximum profit. And as I told you in the beginning that there are three equilibriums which we will be studying. So the third one is the market equilibrium. It means the equilibrium between the two market forces of demand as well as supply. So we all know in microeconomics we deal with the two sections. One is consumer, another one is producer. Consumer demands, producer supplies. So the first one is consumers equilibrium, then next is producers equilibrium, and the third one is market equilibrium. But today we will be doing the topic of consumers equilibrium. So what do you mean by consumers equilibrium? It is the situation where consumer neither wants to increase the consumption nor decrease the consumption. That is, he is getting the maximum satisfaction. Maximum satisfaction is the catchword here. So ये वो point है जहाँ पर ये उतने जितने units पे consumer की satisfaction maximize हो जाती है, हम कहते हैं that consumer has attained the equilibrium. So the situation where consumer, two words, neither wants to increase the consumption nor decrease the consumption. That is, he is getting the maximum satisfaction. Now we do consumers equilibrium in four different cases, out of which we will be discussing the first case today. That is in case of one commodity. In case of one commodity, when consumer is consuming one commodity, then what will be the condition of the equilibrium? Now here we need to understand three terms which we will be using here. One is marginal utility of X. We are supposing X as any commodity. Another one is price of X commodity, and another one is marginal utility of money. Right? So marginal utility of X, as we all know, marginal utility is the additional satisfaction derived from the consumption of one more unit of a commodity. That we've already studied what is marginal utility and what is total utility. Now today we are studying that how will consumer decide that whether he has attained the equilibrium or not. So first of all, we will be talking about marginal utility of X. It is the additional satisfaction derived from the consumption of one more unit of a commodity. Price of X is the price of that commodity. And what is marginal utility of money? Satisfaction which we should get from 1 rupee. It is the utility of 1 rupee. 1 रुपए की worth, 1 रुपए से जो हमें satisfaction मिलनी चाहिए, that is marginal utility of money. A very simple rule of life is we compare whatever we get with whatever we pay. It's a very simple rule. If whatever I am getting, the benefits which I am getting is greater than the payment which I am making, that is in my favor. In that case, I will consume more units. However, in case whatever I am getting is less than whatever I am paying, right? So that is not in my favor. In that case, I will decrease the consumption. So where will I settle down? I will settle down where the payment is equal to the benefits. Whatever I am paying should be equal to whatever I am getting, right? So here in terms of these two things, payment and whatever we are getting is marginal. Here we will compare whatever we are getting with whatever we should get, right? So marginal utility of money is the worth of 1 rupee. So what we will do as a consumer, we will find the utility which we are deriving from 1 rupee. Now if I say I purchase this pen for 10 rupees and the marginal utility of this pen, right, is 20 utils. So it a simple unitary method which we use in mathematics. By spending 10 rupees I am getting 20 utils. So what will be the utility of 1 rupee? 20 divided by 10. So if I divide marginal utility of x by price of x, I get the utility derived from 1 rupee. And now I will compare it with marginal utility of money, that is the utility which I should get from 1 rupee. So if they are equal, if I say marginal utility of x by price of x is equal to marginal utility of money, that is called consumer's equilibrium. So when does a consumer attains the equilibrium in case of one commodity? When marginal utility of x upon price of x is equal to marginal utility of money. This is a very important concept. So what is important over here is we can compare two things if and only if they are in terms of same units, right? Marginal utility is in terms of utils. Price is in terms of rupees, but when I am dividing it, I am getting the utility in terms of utils of 1 rupee. What is the utility I am getting by spending 1 rupee? And this is what is the utility which I should get. So when they are equal, that is called the consumer's equilibrium. Now I hope this condition is clear. MUX by PX is equal to MUM, that is marginal utility of money. Now let us try to understand it with the help of an example. Now, the example which we will take, before that we should know the nature of marginal utility, and that is well known. We've done law of diminishing marginal utility also, that marginal utility always falls. So let us take an example. For example, marginal utility of money is given as 3 utils, right? And price of X commodity is given as ₹2 per unit. Price of X is given as ₹2 per unit, and marginal utility of money is given as 3 utils. And this information is given to us, units, marginal utility of X. Okay? For example, units are given as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. As we all know that marginal utility always falls. So I am assuming it to be, it is in terms of utils, 10, 8, 6, 4, 2, 0. However, the condition which I stated of consumer's equilibrium was MUX by PX is equal to marginal utility of money. So for that I need two things. One is MUX by PX, another one is marginal utility of money. So let us try to find out those two things. Price of X is given as 2, 2, 2, 2, 2 and 2. But of course price of X is same. Okay. Now we can find MUX by PX. MUX divided by PX. 10 divided by 2 is 5. 8 divided by 2 is 4. 6 by 2 will be 3. 4 by 2 is 2. 2 by 2 is 1 and this is 0. And I need to compare it with marginal utility of money, which is given as 3 utils. Marginal utility of money is given as 3 utils. Now what will we do? We will compare at each unit. We will compare MUX by PX with marginal utility of money. So let us start from the first unit. At first unit, MUX by PX is 5, but marginal utility of money is 3. This is in our favor. We will increase the consumption. So when we will increase the consumption, we will move to the next unit. Let's say we move to the second unit. Now when we move to the second unit, still MUX by PX is 4, which is greater than marginal utility of money. Again, this is in our favor. So we will move to the next unit. Now when we move to the third unit, what we notice is MUX by PX is also 3 and marginal utility of money is also 3. So this is our equilibrium. And if we still increase the consumption, we will notice that at the fourth unit, MUX by PX is 2, that I'm only getting 2 utils per rupee, but I should get 3 utils. So this is not in my favor. So when we were at first and second unit, things were in our favor. So we will increase the consumption. We will increase the consumption. And here we will decrease the consumption. So where is the equilibrium attained? Equilibrium is attained at the point, here I am marking it, where MUX by PX is equal to marginal utility of money. They both are in terms of utils. And one thing to be noted down here is that MUX by PX falls. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. It is simple mathematics. What is MUX? MUX is the additional satisfaction derived from the consumption of one more unit of a commodity. And we know that MUX always falls. Price remains the same. So every time I am dividing a smaller number by 2 because price is 2. So but of course the answer will also fall. As MUX always falls, so MUX by PX will also always fall. But marginal utility of money is constant. It remains a 3. So we will, at every unit, we will compare MUX by PX with marginal utility of money. Till the time MUX by PX is greater than marginal utility of money, we will keep on increasing the consumption. But once it becomes equal, we should stop the consumption because it implies that we have attained the equilibrium. But if still we increase the consumption, we will find that MUX by PX becomes lesser than marginal utility of money and we will decrease the consumption, right? So what we've done is consumer's equilibrium in case of one commodity. One commodity, the condition is, as I've written, MUX by PX is equal to marginal utility of money, and we have understood it with the help of a tabular example. And one last thing in this, now we'll try to relate it graphically also, but before making the graph, we should note down the nature that units are increasing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and MUX by PX is falling. That means inverse relationship and its graph should be a downward sloping curve, जैसे कि marginal utility का बनता है. Marginal utility always falls, so when we draw the curve of marginal utility, it is a downward sloping curve. So even MUX by PX will also be a downward sloping curve. So let us relate it graphically now. Okay. Now we will make the graph. On x-axis, we will show units of a commodity. On y-axis, MUX by PX and marginal utility of money. As I just explained you that as MUX always falls, we've seen in the tabular example also, MUX by PX 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, it also falls. So it will be represented by a downward sloping curve, MUX by PX. However, marginal utility of money, if it is 3 utils, it will remain to be the same. Marginal utility of money. Now this black curve represents MUX by PX and this blue line represents marginal utility of money and they are shown on y-axis. It means जहाँ पर हम y-axis से relate करेंगे जिसका curve ऊपर है उसकी value ज़्यादा है. It's very simple and we all know if two lines intersect at the point of intersection their value is same. So here is the equilibrium where MUX by PX is equal to the marginal utility of money. So at these units a consumer attains equilibrium. If we reduce the number of units, let's say Q1, we clearly see that MUX by PX is greater than marginal utility of money, so consumer will increase the consumption. And if we increase the units, we clearly see that MUX by PX becomes lesser than marginal utility of money, a consumer will decrease the consumption. So where will the consumer settle down? Where MUX by PX is equal to marginal utility of money. So this is the one case we have discussed. In the next lectures, we will be discussing the other cases, that is in case of free commodity, in case of two commodities and in case of several commodities. So I will quickly sum up. What we've done is, the first thing which you should know is consumer's equilibrium, where consumer neither wants to increase the consumption nor decrease the consumption, that is, he is getting the maximum satisfaction. Consumer's equilibrium in case of one commodity, the condition is MUX by PX is equal to marginal utility of money. If MUX by PX is greater than marginal utility of money, we will increase the consumption. But if MUX by PX is less than marginal utility of money, we will decrease the consumption. So this is the first concept. In the next lecture, we will be discussing the next two concepts, that is equilibrium in case of free commodity and in case of two commodities. Thank you.